Hey, I'm Goob, voicing over a video for Cobalt Travel. Today's video is an experimental one. We'll be talking about many different facts you may or may not know about the game Croydon London Bus Simulator. If this video goes well, then hopefully we could make this a series in the future. So if you enjoy this and want to see more, then consider leaving a like. Before we start, we'd like to thank Dark Fiber AU's Facts and Glitches series for being a major inspiration to this video. So without further ado, let's get started. First of all, let's talk about buildings. There are a few scenery buildings in the game with interiors. These are mostly unique buildings that serve no purpose in the game, but you are able to enter them. One of these is Beans Banking in West Croydon, which has 3 floors. The first floor is the main lobby, second floor features a maze, and the third floor has the vault. This bank used to have some assets that got removed and redefined. The lobby used to have someone standing behind the desk doing nothing. The second floor had these electrical boxes that you could disable, but they never really did anything. It could have related to the third floor, which used to have a gate and some lasers. It was pretty much impossible to get into the vault room at the time, and we have no idea what purpose this bank would have served and why it exists. If you know anything more about this bank, let us know in the comments. At Mitcham Common, there's an unnamed building which used to be called Talking Plants. The sign here now says Croydon Pro. Inside is what you would expect from an average pub in the UK, with a little bit of Centro's humor from 2022 and a bowling alley. Next up, there's a Wetherspoons at Lower Addiscombe Road, right next to Canning Road bus stop. Not much to take note of except this weird cylinder that looks like something you could walk into and start a minigame or job here. Lots of barrels though, but no sign of a kitchen despite it being a Wetherspoons parody. There's also another unnamed building at this roundabout not too far from the Wetherspoons. It used to be called Something Wong. Pretty much everything this building had inside stayed intact, except for this exit at the back of the building, which got removed when Cherry Orchard Road got an upgrade. The only remnant left is the door itself. And finally, there's a shop at the high street in Thornton Heath named 1 Pound Fishmonger. You're able to enter the shop through this side as there's no window, which allows you to enter and swim with the fishes. There are also some buildings with interiors at Cherry Orchard Road that were removed on January 30th when this street got an upgrade. Such buildings were a second identical Wetherspoons, East Croydon Depot, which used to be a custom company depot before redefined. Inside the building for this depot was a nice cozy living room, with references and memes to SpongeBob, and an isolation room. The last building that was removed was Theo Man's Cantonese Takeaway, which has the exact same interior as Something Wong, but without an exit to the back. There's a possible chance the buildings mentioned that are still in the game could get removed in the future as the map continues to get upgrades. Did you know that Whitehorse Road Depot does not actually exist? Well, the building itself does, but it's not located here, and neither is it called Whitehorse Road. It's based off Barking Bus Garage, a stagecoach-owned bus garage in the London borough of Barking and Dagenham. If you take a look at the real-life location of this depot in the game, then you'll notice there is no bus garage, just some auto shops with a motel behind it. While on the topic of bus depots, all the depots still refer to the companies by their old name. On top of that, at Thornton Heath Pond Bus Garage, the company's old name is spelled differently. Next to Centro Transport's bus garage is the location for the custom company garage menu. This was used as the main garage menu for your buses before redefined, where the menu location was changed to South Croydon Bus Garage. The garage and dealership for the cars are in the same warehouse, but they've remained unused since 2024 when cars got removed from the game. Thornton Heath Library has this window you can look inside of. Every time a server starts, the building selects random objects to put inside. We try to get a screenshot of every object that can spawn. Here's what we found. Jerma's sus face with 2 crewmates from Among Us in a particular art style. Some weird cut-off version of the ROBLOX World headquarters from the game of the same name made in 2008. Among Us crewmates in sneakers, a reference to the Among Us drip meme. Cans of beans circling around a cutout picture of some guy. I don't know who this man is. This is probably some inside joke. A huge can of beans. A construction set. A miniature replica of West Croydon bus station. And a caterpillar with an unused expression. That's every object we were able to spawn, but if there's any we missed, please let us know. Moving on from buildings, let's now talk about some packs that have been removed from the game, starting with packs sold by Compass Group. One of them was the Bluestar pack, which is sold through a t-shirt that gave you exclusive Bluestar buses for both Croydon and Canterbury. Since this is a Croydon video, we will only focus on what the pack gives you in Croydon. The pack gave you 5 buses and 4 routes. The 5 buses being the Euro 3 Wright Eclipse 1, the Alexander Dennis Enviro 200 mmc, the Wright Cadet, the Scania Omnicity, and the Optare Solo SR. We're unsure what exactly happened, but we can assume both Centro and Compass Group had fallen out, as the Bluestar pack was removed from the game and everything else involving Compass was removed, which included their exclusive buses on their custom company and the Sapphire pack, which was also sold by Compass. The Bluestar Enhancement pack stayed because that was being sold by Centro and Croydon only, and eventually got renamed to South Coast pack. Let's move on to some other packs that aren't sold by Compass but were removed from the game for other reasons. In 2022, there was a Pride pack that was just like the one released in 2023. It included 3 unique Pride buses that don't reappear in the 2023 pack. The 3 buses were the Enviro 400 Hybrid, the B5LH Gemini 3, and the B7TL ALX 400. The pack was removed sometime in 2023, presumably because all the models in the pack were outdated. Next up is the London Transport pack, aka the Croydon Plus pack. Ever since the game launched, players who owned Croydon Plus were able to get exclusive access to the London Transport pack. It featured 8 buses, with about 6 of them being exclusive to this pack. The buses included were the Caetano Compass, which had a Compass Group variant that was exclusive to the Compass Group custom company, the Duple Dartline, the Enviro 400 Spirit of London, the Marshall C37, the MCW Metro Bus, the B7L President, which could only be obtained in the 2023 Easter event, unique Trident ALX 400 variants with Stagecoach and open-top variants, and the Wright Fusion, which also has a custom company variant for custom companies. This pack was made before Croycoach was added to the game. But even after its addition, the Stagecoach ALX 400s remained in this pack. When Croydon Redefined released, this pack got removed and replaced with a Croydon Pro pack for Pro subscribers with better-looking Gen 2 bus models. All the unique buses from the London Transport pack were removed from the game, with the exception of the B7L President. Moving on from packs, now let's just talk about some vehicle facts. There are some inaccuracies on these 4 Wright buses that we noticed during our time playing this game. The Pulsar 2 and DB300 Gemini 2 have incorrect Wright logos on the back. They seem to be based off the logos on an Eclipse rather than the one on the Pulsars. The same issue persists on both Eclipse Urbans but in reverse. By the way, both Eclipses are missing their taillights. What makes this more strange is that both the incorrect grills and missing taillights were fixed on the now removed Bluestar Eclipse 1. We don't know why this wasn't fixed for the other remaining variants in the game. Maybe they just forgot about it. The Diamond Euro 4 Eclipse Urban from the Midlands pack is missing its front door. In the garage menu it looks normal, but during gameplay it's completely missing. This wasn't the case before Redefined release, and is definitely an oversight that they haven't fixed yet. The Wright Fusion shows an Eclipse Urban instead. The icon in its variants list does correct this. Croydon has many unique parked vehicles around the map, nothing like the vehicles you normally see throughout the game. At the end of this road that currently isn't being used in the game, there's a car parked outside this house. Unlike any other generic parked car in the game, it has a fully modeled interior and an actual license plate. This car was one of the many drivable cars that used to be in the game. In-game, it was known as the Brain Car, which was a parody on the name Smart Car. The car itself is based on the Smart 42. The car was removed in 2024 when the taxi job got removed from the game. Speaking of cars, there's a couch at South Croydon Bus Garage. This also used to be one of the many drivable cars in the game that also got removed in 2024. Not only was there a car variant, but there was also a bus variant that had a ticket machine on the table. There's almost little to no footage of this variant existing. However, if you have any old screenshots or videos of the bus variant, let us know. At Beddington, there's this brick-built Routemaster outside this house. This bus has been here even before the Routemaster got added, and when it did, it became a drivable bus under the name Brickmaster. Croydon has a few trains idle around the map. There's a Class 457 at Mitcham Junction, some Class 170s at Selhurst, and 4 Class 707s, 3 at Norwood Junction and 1 at Elmer's End. Both the 457 and 170 are reused models from one of Centro's previous game's Snow Hill lines. Before Redefined, all the Class 707s used to rock the Stepford Connect livery. But after Redefined, the livery was removed, and now all the 707s are just plain white. So that's all the facts we got for this video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more random and interesting facts about Croydon, then don't forget to hit the like button. If you have some facts that you'd like to share and want to see in future videos, feel free to share them in the comments or on our ROBLOX community page. Thanks for watching, and we hope you have a great day out there!